this program from Brahm Yajna. In Brahm Yajna, we do the Sandhya Upasana of God, wherein we pray to God to bless us the prosperity, both inner and external. So we'll start the prayer by chanting Om 3 times, and then we will continue with Sandhya. Close your eyes gently and chant Om 3 times. Take a deep breath. ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तूने हमें उत्पन्न किया, पालन कर रहा है तू। तुझसे ही पाते प्राण हम, दुखियों के कष्ट हरता है तू। तेरा महान तेज है, छाया हुआ सभी स्थान। सृष्टि की वस्तु वस्तु में तू हो रहा है विद्यमान। तेरा ही धरते ध्यान हम, मांगते तेरी दया। ईश्वर हमारी बुद्धि को श्रेष्ठ मार्ग पर चला। दाता हमारी बुद्धि को धर्म मार्ग पर चला। ओम शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शंयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः। ॐ वाक् वाक्, ॐ प्राणः प्राणः, ॐ चक्षुः चक्षुः, ॐ श्रोत्रं श्रोत्रम्, ॐ नाभिः, ॐ हृदयम्, ॐ कण्ठः, ॐ शिरः, ॐ बाहुभ्यां यशोबलम्, ॐ करतलकरपृष्ठे, ॐ भूः पुनातु शिरसि, ॐ भुवः पुनातु नेत्रयोः, ॐ स्वः पुनातु कण्ठे, ॐ महः पुनातु हृदये ॐ जनः पुनातु नाभ्याम् ॐ तपः पुनातु पादयोः ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि ॐ खं ब्रह्म पुनातु सर्वत्र ॐ भुः ॐ भुवः ॐ स्वः ॐ महः ॐ जनः ॐ तपः ॐ सत्यम् ॐ ऋतं च सत्यं चाभिधात्तपसोऽध्यजायत ततो रात्र्यजायत ततः समुद्रो अर्णवः समुद्रादर्णवादधी संवत्सरो अजायत अहोरात्राणि विदधद्विश्वस्य मिषतो वशी ॐ सूर्याचन्द्रमसौ धाता यथा पूर्वमकल्पयत् दिवं च पृथिवीं चान्तरिक्षमथो स्वः ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शंयोरभिस्रवन्तु नः. Here we meditate silently through our feelings, through our emotions upon that omnipresent God that give us the strength in our body parts so that we can do noble actions, give us that strength, give us that intellect so that we are always on the path of righteousness. Your creation is so vast. Your creation is so beautiful. It reminds us of your presence every moment. May we be able to follow your path. May we stay away from evil thoughts and from vicious thoughts. And may we be able to experience you and keep on doing benevolent actions as you do. Let's meditate here for 1 minute and pray to God. Now we'll chant and focus on the universal presence of God all around us by the next 6 mantras of Mansa Parikrama. ॐ वाचिदिगग्निरधिपतिरसितो रक्षितादित्या ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ॐ दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रोऽधिपतिस्थिरश्चिराजि रक्षिता पितर ईशवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ प्रतीचिदिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः प्रीदाको रक्षितान्नमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ उदीचिदिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शनिऋषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माषग्रीवो रक्षिता विरुधैषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिग्बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशुभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वोजम्भे दद्मः ॐ उद्वयं तामसस्परिस्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यमगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम् ॐ उदुत्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानामुदगादनीकं चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्याग्नेः आप्राद्या वा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षं सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्तु शश्च स्वाहा ॐ तचक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्तात् शुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतमदीनाः स्याम शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्. Here, with this Gayatri mantra, we pray to God to give us that discriminating intellect so that we are able to discriminate between truth and untruth, between right and wrong, between righteousness and unrighteousness. We pray to God here by contemplating on the name of God, that is Bhargaha. This is the divine quality of God, that He is pure, He is away from all kinds of sins and evils. He is the supreme. So we focus on Bhargaha to give us that purity, to bless us the purity of mind, so that we are always on the side of righteousness. हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादिकर्मणा धर्मार्थकाम मोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन्नः ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Now we can open our eyes gently. Now we'll begin with Dev Yajna. Let's chant Ishwar Stuti Prarthna Upasana mantra together, wherein we praise, pray, and meditate to be close to Him by worshipping on His qualities, wherein we pray again and again to God that guide us to be on the path wherein we can follow your teachings, we can follow Vedas, we can follow, we are determined to be on the path of righteousness. So let's close our eyes again and we will chant Ishwar Stuti Pratna Upasana Mantraha. ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव ॐ हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधार पृथिवीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ य आत्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्व उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैक इद्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी च दृढा येन स्वहस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीणाम् ॐ स नो बन्धुर्जनिता सविधाता धामानि वेदभुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशाना तृतीये धामन्न धैर्ययन्त ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोधस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम इति ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना मंत्राः अथ आचमनम थ्रू आचमन we pray to God, we pray to God to absorb his qualities, to be submerged in his qualities so that we can follow his nature, we can follow his qualities to stay away from all kinds of miseries. So we'll chant the mantras and sip the water 3 times. Om अमृतोपस्तरणमसि स्वाहा ॐ अमृतापिधानमसि स्वाहा ॐ सत्यं यशः श्रीर्मयि श्रीश्रयतां स्वाहा. Now we will take water in our left hand and touch our body parts for their healthy functioning so that we stay away from all kinds of diseases. Om Vangma Asyastu. Om Nasorme Pranoastu. Om Akshnor Chakshurastu. Om Karnyor Shrotramastu. Om Bhavor Balamastu. Om Orvorma Ojoastu. Om Arishtani Mengani Tanutsanvame Sahasantu. Atha Deep Prajwalanam. We will light the Deepak. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvah Swardyaurev Bhumna Prithivi Varimna Tasyaste Prithivi Devayajani Prishte Agni Manna Dadhe. We'll join our hands. ॐ उद्बुद्ध स्वाग्ने प्रतिजागृहि त्वमिष्टापूर्ते संसृजेथामयञ्च अस्मिन् सधस्ते अध्युत्तरस्मिन् विश्वे देवा यजमानश्च सीदत. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्वस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्ना देन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे दन्न मम. ॐ आयन्त इद्म. ॐ समिधाग्निं दोवस्य तघृतैर्बोधयतातिथिम् अस्मिन् हव्या जुहोतन स्वाहा. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे दन्न मम. ॐ सुसमिधाय शोचिषे घृतं तीव्रं जुहोतन अग्नये जातवेदसे स्वाहा. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे दन्न मम. ॐ तन्त्वा समिद्भिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोचाय वेष्ट्य स्वाहा. इदमग्नये अङ्गिरसे दन्न मम. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्वस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसेनान्ना देन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे दन्न मम. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नान्नादेन समेधय स्वाहा. इदमग्नये जातवेदसे दन्न मम. ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्वस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्म वर्चसेनान्ना देन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे दन्न मम ॐ आयन्त इद्मात्मा जातवेदस्तेने ह्यस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्म वर्चसे नान्नादेन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे दन्न मम ॐ आयन्त इद्मात्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्वस्व वर्धस्व चेद्धवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्म वर्चसे नान्नादेन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे दन्न मम अथ जलसेचनम् ॐ अदितेनुमन्यस्व ॐ अनुमतेनुमन्यस्व ॐ सरस्वत्यनुमन्यस्व ॐ देवसवितः प्रसूवयज्ञं प्रसूवयज्ञपतिं भगाय दिव्यो गन्धर्वः केतपुः केतन्नः पुनातु वाचस्पतिर्वाचं नः स्वदतु Now after Aghara Vajjahuti, we will start with our morning and evening prayers. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Danna Mama Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Danna Mama Om Prajapate Swaha Idam Prajapate Danna Mama Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Danna Mama Om Suryo Jyotirjyotihi Suryah Swaha Om Suryo Varcho Jyotirvarchah Swaha Om Jyotihi Suryah Suryo Jyotihi Swaha Om Sajurdeven Savitra Sajurushasendраvatya Yushano Naha Suryo Vetu Swaha Om Agnir Jyotiragni Swaha Om Agnirvarcho Jyotirvarchah Swaha Om Swaha Om Sajurdevena Savitra Sajuratrendраvatya Yushano Agnirvetu Swaha Om Bhuragnay Pranaya Swaha Idam Agnay Pranaya Idanna Mama Om Bhuvarvayave Panaya Swaha Idam Vayave Panaya Idanna Mama Om Swaradityaya Vyanaya Swaha Vyaya Vyanaya Idanna Mama ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्निवायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्निवायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदन्नमम ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसोमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः स्वरों स्वाहा ॐ या मेधां देवगणाः पितरश्चोपासते तया मामद्य मेधयाग्ने मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव स्वाहा ॐ अग्नेन यसुपधाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् यूयोदस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा. Now is the time for special prayers. Last week we have birthday of Kriti, who has turned 6 on July 23. So we wish her a very happy birthday and wish her a very prosperous, healthy and productive life, so that she is always blessed with, here comes the Kriti. So we bless her so that she always gets the the blessings of God. She has a healthy body. She always remain active, and she live 100 and for more than 100 years with a with a healthy and intellect, which always guide her onto the noble path. So with the first month, we pray to God that may she be always blessed with the 5 elements: the vital air, the nourishing earth, the food digesting energy, the juice giving water, and the balance of all of them. So along with this prayer, we chant the first mantra. ॐ मा सिञ्चन्तु मरुतः सम्पूषा सम्बृहस्पतिः सम्मायमग्निः सिञ्चतु प्रजया च धनेन च दीर्घमायु कृणोतु मे स्वाहा. With the next month we pray to God that may you consume food that promotes your long life, strength, and intellect. You happily see 100 autumns, 100 springs, and 100 summers. May you live a peaceful, full, and long life. ॐ शतं जीव शरदो वर्धमानः शतं हेमन्तान् शतमु वसन्तान् शतमिन्द्राग्नि सविता बृहस्पतिः शतायुषा हविषेमं पुनर्दुः स्वाहा. And next is also a very beautiful month, wherein we pray to God that, like the devotees, like the learned peoples, may are all the 3 phases of life: the childhood, the youth, and the old age, they all be blessed, they all be filled with sound health and sound intellect. ॐ त्रायुषं जमदग्नेः कश्यपस्य त्रायुषं यद्देवेषु त्रायुषं तन्नो अस्तु त्रायुषं स्वाहा. Now Swishkrit Ahuti. Om. Om. यदस्य कर्मणो अत्यरीरिचं यद्वान्यूनमिहाकरम् अग्निष्ट स्विष्ट कृद्विद्या सर्वं स्विष्टं सुहूतं करोतु मे अग्नये स्विष्टकृते सुहूतहुते सर्वप्रायश्चित्ताहुतीनां कामानां समर्धयित्रे सर्वान्नः कामा समर्धय स्वाहा. इदम अग्नये स्विष्कृते दन्नमम. Now the silent ahuti for that Supreme Lord. Will chant his name in the mind while reciting the mantra Prajapate. Om स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये दन्नमम. ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा. ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा. ॐ सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा. नेक्स्ट यज्ञ प्रार्थना.
यज्ञ रूप प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए, छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए, वेद की बोले रे चाएं सत्य को धारण करें, हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से तरे, अश्वमेधादिक रचाएं यज्ञ पर उपकार को, धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को, नित्य श्रद्धा भक्ति से यज्ञादि हम करते रहें, रोग पीड़ित विश्व के संताप सब हरते रहें, भावना मिट जाए मन से पाप अत्याचार की, कामनाएं पूर्ण होवे यज्ञ से नर नार की, लाभकारी हो हवन हर जीवधारी के लिए, वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण किए, स्वार्थ भाव मिटे हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो, इदन्न मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो, प्रेम रस में नाम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उछल दीजिए छोड़ देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए प्रभु आत्मिक बल दीजिए च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव
Ashirvad to the Yajman, Havishkrit, and to our special Yajman Kriti. Please join your hands and close your eyes and put your prayers to God. Rest, accept Yajman. We will give, give the blessings to the Yajman with the following mantra. ॐ उत्तिष्ठ ब्रह्मणस्पते देवान् यज्ञेन बोधय आयुः प्राणं प्रजां पशुं कीर्तिं यजमानं च वर्धय. With this mantra, we pray to God that, oh God, please bless the scholars, the yogis, the learned people with the divine qualities so that they keep on guiding us onto the right direction. And may the Yajman be blessed with long life, with healthy life, with productive life, with prosperity, and with fame. Om Satyah Santu Yajmanasya Kamaha. Om Safalaha Santu Yajmanasya Kamaha. Om Purnaha Santu Yajmanasya Kamaha. May the Yajman's prayers, may their wishes be true, may their wishes be benevolent, and may their wishes come true by your grace. Om Swastihi, Om Swastihi, Om Swastihi. Oh God, please bless welfare, bless welfare, please bless welfare. Dhanyavad. Over to Himanjali ji for the next program.
Hello, Namaste ji. Namaste everyone from Greater Atlanta Vedic Temple Sunday services. Thank you very much for Ananya ji for performing the Havan today. And this weekend we had a birthday of Kriti. Happy birthday to Kriti. The Greater Atlanta Vedic Temple wishes you to have a healthy and prosperous life. And you should have a potential to become a truly amazing person in your future, following the Vedic Dharma and the righteous path. Many, many happy returns of the day. And now we have the youth speaker, Aman Ludra. He's gonna talk about veganism. Aman, over to you. Is Aman available? So if it takes time, Kusum Ahujaji, could you please go ahead for your bhajan? Kusumji, could you please go ahead for your bhajan?
Hello.
Is Aman coming?
Hi. Yeah, this is Aman.
Okay, Aman, go ahead. Kusumji.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Fantastic. Let me figure out how to share my screen really quickly. Where is the setting for sharing screen?
Oh, it's in the bottom.
In the bottom?
All right, you should be able to do now.
I'm figuring this out. Oh, share screen. Okay. Share. Okay. Can everyone see my screen? All right. Okay. I'm going to get started. All right. Okay. So, hello, everyone. So, if you don't know me already, I'm Aman. And today I want to give you, oh, wait 1 second. Let's put this away. I want to give you a perspective on veganism. So, let's just get into it. So some of the goals that I want to show you today. So some of the goals. So one thing is that my goal for today, I'm not pressuring or forcing you to become vegan, all right? Because that's just not my philosophy. So I think you should do whatever you think is best for yourself and let others do the same. So with that said, what I do want to do is rather open you up to the idea of veganism. And I want to tell you why people decide to become vegan and why you may want to give it a shot. So let's get into it. So, what is veganism? So, many people think that veganism is a diet that you follow. And that's not necessarily wrong, but the thing about a diet is that I think it's more of a short term fix rather than a long term solution. So, for example, some people decide to be vegan to lose weight. But the thing is, once you lose your weight, and if you go back to eating what you were eating before and you gain weight, then you're not really fixing the problem. So rather, I'd say think of it as a lifestyle. So the intent of veganism is to eliminate animal cruelty. And so this lifestyle, it's essentially about giving your compassion to. And so when it comes to food, being vegan means that you cannot eat meat, dairy, or any other products that come from animals. So that's different from being vegetarian, which means that you don't eat meat and eggs. So that's when it comes to food. But it's more than just food. There are other things that you should generally try to avoid. So, for example, we try to avoid purchasing clothes that come from animals. So, leather is an example, and you can also make the case for wool and other parts as well. Another thing is we want to try to avoid overbreeding animals. So, for example, if you went to get a dog, the thing about breeders is that they force these dogs to produce many, many puppies to sell. And that's very unhealthy for these dogs. So, that's just another example. And also, we want to avoid using animals for research. So, in research, mice and rats are very commonly used for experimentations. But the thing is, they can also feel pain and they can also notice that these lifestyle changes. So it's all about giving compassion to the animals, which is the main intent. So why would someone want to be vegan? Well, there are four main reasons. So one, like I said, it's mainly for the animals. So, if you want to put meat and dairy on your plate, you essentially have to torture or kill an animal in order to do that. So that's just one reason. But another thing is for the environment. So when it comes to the environment, people think that fossil fuels are the main problem. And That's definitely an important issue, but if you didn't know, animal agriculture, it's also the leading cause of greenhouse gas emissions, water use, desertification, and habitat destruction. Just so environmental reasons are another thing. Another one is for your own health. So eating meat and dairy are the leading causes of cancer, diabetes, and heart. And most people think that these diseases are genetic, and they are to an extent, but research has shown that lifestyle plays a much bigger factor into that. And finally, we have human rights. So the thing about animal agriculture is that it creates very poor working conditions for factory workers. And it's also the leading cause of world hunger because all of the grains and nutrients that we grow as crops, they are fed directly to animals. And the thing is, you could directly feed them to people instead, and you could provide everyone in the world with an adequate diet. So these are the main reasons why people decide to be vegan. And I want to talk about some of the myths about being vegan. So one thing is that people think vegan food does not taste good. And the thing about taste is that it's really a mindset above all else. So if you go into something thinking it will taste bad, then that's just how it's going to be. And as cheesy as this may sound, I think when it comes to food, it's food that loves you as much as you love it back. So another thing is that, when people go vegan, they think that they miss out on certain foods. And so the thing is, you're not really eliminating what you eat, you're just replacing it with plant based options. And by doing so, you're putting back your values into the animals and into the environment and for your own health. Another common myth is that if you're vegan, you're missing out on nutrients. So, people think that if you're not eating meat, then you're not getting enough protein. But the thing is that all protein is initially made by plants. So the protein that you get from meat, it came from the plants that the animal ate. Now, of course, you don't have to eat grass for protein, but there are plenty of other sources. So chickpeas, lentils, beans. I could go on about that. And another thing is that people think that if you're not eating dairy, then you're not getting enough calcium. But you can easily find that in plenty of fruits and nuts and grains and vegetables. So you're not really missing out on anything except vitamin B12, which you cannot get from animal products either because of how food is processed. So the best way to get B12 is with a supplement. And finally, we have expensive lifestyle. So yes, you're going into the produce section a lot more often. But the thing is, if you buy seasonal items and if you buy locally purchased items, then you can easily average around $20 a week, which is what I usually go off of in college. So some of the benefits that I noticed when I became vegan, one thing is that running became a whole lot easier. I was feeling a lot more fresh anytime I went running. Actually, here's a picture of me winning a race back in February. I was getting a lot less acne too, and I still get acne to this day, but compared to what I used to get, I get much less. And I felt more energized every day, and I felt more awake every day. And I was feeling less guilty that by not eating meat and dairy, I wasn't really hurting any animals or the environment. And I got to try out a bunch of new foods. So when I went vegan, I found out about so many new foods that I did not even know existed. So, for example, I had no idea what leek was until I became vegan. And also, I learned how to become a better cook. So now I get to make a bunch of foods that taste good and are healthy, and it's a win all around. So, should you try being vegan? Well, if you think that a whole food, plant based lifestyle is right for you, I'd say do your own research first. So, I might influence you and other people might influence you, but at the end of the day, you should figure out what's best for you. So, some documentaries you might want to watch are The Game Changers, Cowspiracy, What the Health, and Folks Overnight. And these are all available on Netflix. So if you're at home and you're bored, you can check these out. They talk about health sides, environmental side, and ethical side. And I love all of them. So give it a shot. Another website you can go on is vegansociety.com. So they help you get information about more why you want to be vegan and why you may want to transition. And it gives you a bunch of recipes as well. And if you still are skeptical about it, you may want to consult a doctor or a dietitian for professional advice as well. But at the end of the day, do whatever you think is best for yourself, whether that's being vegan, vegetarian, or eating meat, and let others do the same as well. So with that said, does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? All right, well, if there are no questions, then thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you, Aman Ludra. It's a wonderful presentation and very nice suggestions like what they need to follow. And it is really surprising to know that you have energized yourself and your acne has gone and you are reinventing yourself to be a good cook and all. So there are much more benefits being a vegan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your presentation. And
Yeah, anytime. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Let me see. I have a question here. Yeah, Savitaji is texting like, I find we must sort of nudge others to go vegetarian, almost cox, because it's in the planet's best interest. No benefits to meat eating, only harms. That's what she had texted.
So are you asking, should we first push for vegetarianism? I'm not sure what the question is asking. So could you clarify on that?
Yes, she's saying that.
Yeah, I can read that.
Yeah.
So the thing about vegetarianism is that, yes, I definitely think that pushing towards eliminating meat is definitely an important issue. But I think at the same time, dairy is something that you cannot neglect as well. But for sure, and that's what I recommend. If you're eating meat already, I first recommend that you first focus on being vegetarian as well, because the reality is most of the health problems that come from eating animal products, they usually stem from eating meat as well. So I think vegetarianism is a great starting point, but I think being vegan personally is a good ending point as well.
Thank you very much. It's a very good presentation. It's a nice message to the public. I mean, we are what she's saying is push the people away from eating the meat. It's ahimsa too. It's a Vedic dharma too. So that's really good. And the next presentation is by Dr. Chendoraji. The topic is simply what is dharma, how dharma helps in our daily life. Over to you, Chendoraji.
Doctor sir, what name are you under? Can anybody tell me?
Namaste ji. Today I am sitting, so I will devise my lecture in a way, in a very quiet, friendly kathakar. So that way it's not like a school or a college of learning, because everybody thinks that I am teaching to the novice people and therefore presenting the slides or giving a talk to make them understand. That is not the purpose of today's presentation. So I'm going to change completely in a different format. Today's topic is dharma. Now the question comes, what is dharma? Well, I will tell you the story of Mahabharata. During Pandavas and Kauravas learning by at the Gurukul of Dronacharya, Dronacharya gave a homework, and the homework was all the 100 Kauravas and 5 Pandavas to know dharma. So next day, Dronacharya asked them, who has learned the dharma? Raise your hands. So everybody raised the hands. But one person did not raise the hand, and he was Yudhishthir. He was asked, why you have not learned it? So he says, sir, I have not learned yet, give me few more days. So then second day, same question, and he stood up again. No one stood up, means everybody knew the dharma except the Yudhishthir. So then he said, I am very sorry, I have no idea. I tried my best to learn the dharma, but I could not. So please give me 1 week, okay? After 1 week, the same question, Yudhishthir, have you done your homework? He stood up and said, I am sorry, sir, I tried my best. I cannot complete my homework. I don't really know what is dharma. So my answer is, if a person like Yudhishthir could not know the dharma, then how the hell I am going to know the dharma? So that is the first topic. Now, secondly, I will describe little bit whatever I know. At the end of Mahabharata, see, Mahabharata happened 31 5 BC, means 3000 years, 115 years before the Christ. Kali Yuga started 3102 BC. It means Sri Krishna departed from this world 3102 BC. So what I mean to say is this, when the war was finished, Mahabharata war was a great war in which the forces from all over world came. You will be surprised. Forces from European countries, even from Caucasian countries and from the Eastern countries came and had a great war. So what happened ultimately after the war? Everything is destroyed. So Yudhishthir and his his 4 brothers, they are all 5 called Pandavas, they were so desperate to see what we are going to do. All our families, father like teachers, grandfather like Bhishma, and all cousin, everybody is killed. And the whole area is completely devastated. So what they did, they all started marching towards the Himalayas. When they went through Himalayas, while going there, you will see that in India, you can find stray animals, even the lions or elephants or even jaguars can be found roaming near the jungle area in the cities. As in this virus, COVID-19, actually some jaguars were found in the cities roaming. And that's not a surprise. So when they were going in Himalayas, to meditate, a dog accompanied them. Dog, you know, is a very social animal and went with them. So the legend says that they were going and then ultimately they went at the gate of Swarg, means heaven. So at that time, the person in charge at the gate says, okay, you all can come except the dog. Because dog is not allowed, there is nothing to do for the dog there. So Yudhishthira says, see, he has been coming with us for so many days. He has become our friend. When we don't have anybody, he, all the difficult pathways, small ravines, he crossed with us. So I cannot depart with him. So if you don't let us have the dog enter in heaven, then I all will not, with my brothers, I will not go into heaven. So what happened at that time? The legend says it is just a story in which you can learn something. That's what I'm telling. Dog became converted immediately to a deity. You can call Yamraj or Dharmraj or whatever. And that was the test of Pandavas. And they stood in their test showing their friendship. So that friendship at that time is a part of dharma, because being a friend, they don't want to depart. So this is the another incident. Now, so what is dharma? There are so many scriptures, Vedas, Shaddarshan, Upanishad, Brahman Granthas, Mahabharata, Ramayana, and you name it, Satyat Prakash, they all describe dharma. And there are different definitions of dharma. So, what is dharma? Manu has described dharma as Veda Akhilo Dharma Moolam, means Vedas are the basis of dharma. So you have to read the Vedas now. See how the difficult it is for me to present you without reading the Vedas, right? So we go to the next stage. So one thing, the basis of Vedas, basis of dharma is Vedas, the Vedas. So what is dharma? Rishi Kanad says that dharma is, what it says is, it is a progress of the self, spiritually as well as materialistically to the maximum. And that is dharma. Now again, see the complications keep on growing and growing. A child starts learning with a line, and with the line he starts learning a word, a letter, and from the letter and combination with vowels they make a word, and from the word they make a sentence, from the sentence make a paragraph, and from the paragraph comes the chapter, and so on and so forth. So there is a never-ending process. Then still you finish high school, finish college, then you finish your master's, then you finish your PhD, and then you still do the same thing till your life ends, or you find something which is just touching a thing which was there and you found in a new way and you explain to others. What I'm trying to say is there is a never-ending process, but to simplify, what is the meaning of dharma? Dharma, simplest meaning is which sustains. Dharyati, dharma means dharyati, by which something is sustained. Now, something can be sustained, like this pillar sustains this building. So what is the dharma of this pillar? To sustain what? The building. This is a lifeless material. It does not have any consciousness. Therefore, the definition is not applicable to materials which are without consciousness. So only people who have an intelligence, who have a grasp over the philosophy or a desire to know, will understand the dharma means by which anything is sustained. And I will give the example what is sustained. Sustain what? Eternal relationships. Eternal means ongoing from the beginning and still ongoing even after one is gone. That's the eternal, everlasting. Now, what kind of relationship would be? It is the individual conduct, whether it is ahimsa paramo dharma, whether it is a conduct of a person which is superior to relate everybody. Since the word conduct has come, now Manu describes the conduct. What kind of conduct should be? A person will say, I will take my sword and kill all the kafirs, that's my conduct. But Manu says, be a human, not an animal. That is the animalistic instinct, but be human, and therefore Manu says that we need to have 10 different qualifications of that conduct which constitute dharma. And when before the time ends, please let me know 1 minute, so I will summarize in a way so that everybody will be comfortable. Manu says, Damo astayam soch mindriya nigraha dhir vidya satyam krodho dashkam dharma lakshanam. Now he has told the Sanskrit. Our Hindus are very intelligent. They never read Sanskrit. They never need to know what is written in their scriptures. And that's why they become what? Either communist or atheist. And then they keep on shouting in favor of some anti-social activities, support them, which leads to the destruction of the society. So that's the fault we possess. But let me tell you the simplest meaning. Dhrati means patience. Like all of you are sitting and listening my talk, whether you like it or not, it is patience. It's an example of patience. Secondly, kshama. Kshama means compassion. If a person who says, kill the kafirs with the sword, he doesn't have a compassion. So he does not qualify that he's practicing dharma. So all the dharmacharyas nowadays in India talking of Molla a Molla, or let's play this tune, which is quite contrary to the dharma, they need to understand the first 10 principles of dharma before they open their mouth. Then Dhamma Astay. Dhamma means steadfastness. Steadfastness for what? One has to have a patience, one has to have a compassion, one has to have a approach to the person with peace, with mercy, with interpersonal improved relation, as sweet as possible, which is truthful. You cannot tell the lies and still you say, oh, I am practicing Dhamma. No. So it has to be truthful. So the basis of every structure is truth. And before I conclude, I will tell you the simplest definition of dharma, which anybody, everybody, anywhere can explain. Asteya means don't take away the things of others which do not belong to you. As simple as that. See, people take the sword, cut the person, take away everything. That's still a stealing. That's a robbery, that's a dacoity, that's a murder. It's not a stay. Socha means nindra. Socha means you have to have a clear-cut sanctity or purity of your thoughts, your thinking, your deeds, and your actions. Then Indra Nigra means you have to control your desires, your anger, agitation, your greed, your lust. And Dhir Vidya means you have to use your intellect, so-called buddhi, so-called the discriminatory knowledge to do what is right and what is not right. Basis of all these is satyam, means truthfulness. And lastly, one is emotion. If your emotion is gone, you cannot think very clearly, as simple as that. So that is attached to rosh, rage, anger, and so on. Now, since the time is coming up, let me summarize very simply what is dharma. Dharma is by which society can be sustained, which is truthful, which is eternal, which is universal, which is righteous. Righteous means benevolent, for the benefit of the whole society. When I say universal, it should be for the benefit of an Eskimo staying in the North Pole or to a person staying at the equator in Indonesia. So those are the universal kind of situation, or the person in South Africa or South America. It should be peaceful coexistence. Peaceful coexistence by which one grows in what? Physically, materialistically, and spiritually to sustain the society. And what society is? Family, friends, nation, and the nature. And not only that, creators' creations. That is dharma, means a benevolent, righteous, truthful conduct, which is applicable to all the people, all the places, all the time, is dharma. And that is the intrinsic quality of a person. That's why the 10 different classification of the emotions and the controls are given by Manu. So you have to transform yourself to these principles, then we can say you are practicing dharma. So I gave the story of Mahabharata, and I hope you have a better understanding now. If you have any question, please let me know. We'll be happy to present it simply and peacefully. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chandaraji. It's a wonderful message. And we have a question from Rupa Ludra. How to read Gita? Could you please explain to her? Okay. It's a wonderful message, Dr. Chandaraji, about the dharma, the conduct for all the people to be righteous in all the locations and in all the times. It's a benevolent, righteous, and truthful act to be followed the whole life. That is what dharma. The way you have explained it's a wonderful, excellent message which is everlasting. Every human has to follow. So all the 10 qualities are really an excellent message. An excellent message it is. And now I just wanted to tell you, not following all these qualities, and he has donated $5,000 for Gurukuls, which we have been collecting the funds since 15 days. Apart from him, all the temple members and volunteers, everybody has contributed for the Gurukuls. We have made a $10,000 of amount, and we have donated to the Gurukuls, which are Kalaghat Gurukul at West Bengal for boys and girls, and Kanya Gurukul Tripura, and Gurukul of Acharya Dharmaji at Prahladpur, and Maitreyi Gurukul. For all these Gurukuls, we have donated $10,000 from Greater Atlanta Vedic Temple. Please join our hands together for ourselves, what we have done. We continue to do the same thing according to the needs of the Gurukuls. Yeah, Dr. Chandaraji wants to talk.
Okay, let's move on, Himanjali ji. Not unmute, leave it. Himanjali ji, what is next? Bhajan? Can we start with the bhajan of Kusuma Hoja ji? Gangadhar ji, can you unmute Dave phone?
Yeah, we have one more announcement from the Greater Atlanta Vedic Temple. As this global pandemic, COVID, is keep continuing, the numbers are going up in Atlanta. From the Greater Atlanta Vedic Temple, we follow the Vedas. The Vedas are the ancient scriptures, and they told us to do the yajna. Yajna is in many ways, and we are going to do the Deva Yajna, which we mix some samidhas, the herbal sticks and the herbal medicines, different kinds of havan samagri. We all mix together and we do that act so that our environment will be purified, our minds will be purified, our souls will get the inner strength. It gives the peace and spirituality. At the same time, there are much more benefits, which the research shows that by doing yajna, we have lots of benefits. So if we are doing it in a big scale on behalf of the temple, we are doing it will spread to certain miles of radius surrounding the temple, and it will do good for the community surrounding the temple. So the temple it has decided to do a big yajna on coming Saturday. The yajna starts from 7 to 11. It ends by 11 o'clock. It starts at 7 o'clock. Before the sunlight increases, we will end up. So for this noble act, we are doing it for the community. Yajjo vai sreshtatam karmaha. The Vedas says that. So we follow that and we contribute to this yajna, and we will conclude this by 11 o'clock. Please do participate in this virtually. If anybody wants to come and give some ahutis, you will be given a schedule. You can come in that particular time and give the oblations, offerings to the yajna, and you can leave. So for doing this yajna, we need all the contributions. If anyone is interested to give the ghee, the cow ghee, you can come and bring it in the drop in the temple. And if you can give the herbal sticks, you can bring. You can, if you want to contribute to the havan samagri, you can contribute. These are the things you can help. So please participate and make it successful. We are doing it for ourselves and for the community. This is the responsibility of our temple. Please help in this act to be successful. So thank you very much. This is the time for the bhajan. Mrs. Kusum Ahuja ji is going to sing a bhajan.
Thank you. Okay, I'm ready. You can hear me? Hey guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, I can start now. All right. प्रभु निराकार है, महिमा अपार है, शरण में जो आ गया उसका बेड़ा पार है। प्रभु निराकार है, महिमा अपार है, शरण में जो आ गया उसका बेड़ा पार है। सूरज चांद बनाए तुमने, तारे भी चमकाए हैं, तारे भी चमकाए हैं। बिन हाथों के पहाड़ बनाए, सुंदर फूल खिलाए हैं, सुंदर फूल खिलाए हैं। बहती सुंदर नदियां है, अद्भुत उसकी माया है। बहती सुंदर नदियां है, अद्भुत उसकी माया है। शरण में जो आ गया उसका बेड़ा पार है। प्रभु निराकार है। ऋषि मुनि और योगी सारे तेरा ही गुण गाते हैं, तेरा ही गुण गाते हैं। वेद शास्त्र सब गाकर थक गए, पार न तेरा पाते हैं, पार न तेरा पाते हैं। कोलाहल से भरा हुआ तेरा ये संसार है, कोलाहल से भरा हुआ तेरा ये संसार है। शरण में जो आ गया उसका बेड़ा पार है, उसका बेड़ा पार है। तेरा मेरा उसका जिसका सभी झूठ का धंधा है, सभी झूठ का धंधा है। सत्य खेल खेलने को प्रभु ने हमको यहाँ भेजा है, हमको यहाँ भेजा है। जैसा खेला खेल है वैसा बना लेख है, जैसा खेला खेल है वैसा बना लेख है। शरण में जो आ गया उसका बेड़ा पार है। प्रभु निराकार है, महिमा पार है। शरण में जो आ गया उसका बेड़ा पार है, उसका बेड़ा पार है, उसका बेड़ा पार है। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Kusuma Hujaji. I just have to say one more announcement. Like yesterday, there was International Yoga Day celebrations, like award ceremony happened from our temple. Rupa Ludraji and Lata ji has won the awards, and the kids, Shruti Mishra and Samskriti Mishra and Vedarsh Mishra has got the awards, the prizes. We are very proud of winning the prizes and to be a participant of this International Yoga Day celebrations. We were so overjoyed with this accomplishment. But next year, the Yoga Day is going to be expanding so much and many people are going to be participated. Right now, this year, 1,300 people are participated, and next year it will be more and more expanded. So that way we are spreading our Vedic Dharma, and I request all the parents to involve the kids, and you also involve according to age level, and you participate in these competitions, and that way we will promote the Vedic Dharma. I thank you for Vishnuji, Dr. Somvir Arya ji, Bhuvanesh Khosla ji, and everybody, whoever are part of it, and to encourage these things. I really thank for everyone. And now, Rashtriya Pradhana by Chaksha and Anushra. Over to you, Swasti ji.
I'm not able to find the name. What is it under?
I'm not sure. Otherwise, we can skip and go to the meditation directly.
If anyone wants to sing the bhajan.
No, I think we are running short of that time.
If Savita ji can sing, we can. I don't know. So Savita ji, if you're ready to sing, you can go ahead.
नमस्ते
Namaste ji.
जीवन की घड़ियां यूं ही न खो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो जीवन की घड़ियां यूं ही न खो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो चादर न लंबी तान के ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो जीवन की घड़ियां यूं ही न खो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो ओम ही सुख का सार है ओम ही जीवन आधार है इसकी मन से तजो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो जीवन की घड़ियां यूं ही न खो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो छोला है ये कलम का करने को सौदा धर्म का इसके सिवाया मार्ग न कोई ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो जीवन की घड़ियां यूं ही न खो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो जीवन की घड़ियां यूं ही न खो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो मन की गति संभालिए ईश्वर की ओर डालिए धोना जो चाहो जीवन को धो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो जीवन कहे भाग्य को न रो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो देश कहे भाग्य को न रो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो जीवन की घड़ियां यूं ही न खो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो चादर न लंबी तान के सो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो ओम जपो हरि ओम जपो
Thank you, Savitaji. Thank you so much for the devotional bhajan. And now we have the time for meditation. It's the time for meditation. Ananyaji is going to do the meditation.
Just a gentle note, when we do meditation, we have to close the eyes and pray from within the heart. So for that reason, we are not going to display any video. You will just hear the voice and no video, because of the video people keep watching the performer but not do the meditation. So we are requesting that we all mute our phones. Just the temple's phone will be unmuted, but videos will not be displayed. Close your eyes, listen to the voice, and then do the meditation.
Namaste everyone. Namaste again. Sit comfortably and close your eyes gently. Relax your face, neck and shoulders. Relax your complete body so that there is no stretch. Be comfortable. Take a deep breath and chant Om once along with me. Om. While sensing your breath, breathe in and breathe out slowly. Again, breathe in slowly and breathe out. Now calm your mind, relax your mind. For your mental peace and calmness, drop all the mental negativities like anger, fear, aversion, habit of comparing yourself with others, jealousy. Drop all. You are a pure and eternal soul. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Now sense, now take a deep breath and exhale the breath forcefully out and hold your breath outside to your comfort. And then release slowly and come to normal breathing. Now sense your breath inside the nostrils. Bring your focus on the breath in the nostrils. Omnipresent God is the giver of this breath. Accept this by maintaining His presence all around and within you. Chant Om inside devotionally at your pace. If you find yourself lost in some thoughts, bring your focus back to your breath and start chanting Om again. Now, please chant Om inside. Now pray for the welfare of all. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. May everyone be healthy, happy, and free from distress. We are all children of one Divine Mother. Feel oneness with all. Be grateful to God for this opportunity to meditate. Now let's prepare to come out of this meditation. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now slowly place your palms over your closed eyes and open them gently under the palms and take away your palms. Next program.
Thank you, Ananya-ji. Now, this is the time for Aarti. We are coming to the end of the program. Aarti by Premila Sharma-ji. Premila-ji, are you available?
She's coming in. Sorry. A minute on mute.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Om Jai Jagdish Hare, Swami Jaya Jagdish Hare. भक्त जनों के संकट, आर्य जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख बिन से मन का। स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट निकेतन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण पढ़ूं मैं किसकी। स्वामी शरण गहूँ मैं किसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा, प्रभु बिन और न दूजा। आस करूं मैं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी। स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विध मिलूं दयामय, किस विध मिलूं दयामय, ऐसी दो सुमति। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता, तुम रक्षक मेरे, स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे। अमित बढ़ाओ, अपनी शरण लगाओ, द्वार पड़े तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा, स्वामी कष्ट हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा प्रेम बढ़ाओ, संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तन मन धन सब है तेरा, स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा। तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझे समर्पण, क्या लागे मेरा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, आर्य जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
Thank you, Pramila ji, for the Aarti. And now we have Shanti Mantra and Jai Ghosh. If Havishkrit is available, please go ahead, Havishkrit.
अनुश्रवन्ति
Om Shanti Rantariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Yadaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shanti Deva Shanti Sama Shanti Devi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Oh God, may your grace and celestial regions space be peaceful, the earth be peaceful, the waters be peaceful, the vegetation and medicinal plants be peaceful, the entire universe be conducive to peace and prosperity. May Supreme Creator bring us peace. May there be peace alone. May that peace be with us. May there be cosmic peace, physical and spiritual peace. Bhojan mantra.
अन्नपते अन्नस्तेनो देयन तस्य शुष्मेण प्रप्रदातारं तारित्र ऊर्जं नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे अन्न के स्वामी प्रभु आप हमें अन्न दो जो रोग बेकार को आप अन्नदाता का कल्याण करो जो पाए मनुष्य और जो पाए पशु आदि में ते धारण करो ओम शांति शांति शांति।
O Annadatta Ishwar, giver of food, kindly provide us with healthy and energy-producing food. Grant serenity to those who give food in charity. May all living beings be blessed with energy-giving food.
जो बोले सो अभय वैदिक धर्म की जय मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र जी की जय योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र महाराज की जय गुरु और स्वामी विवेकानंद जी की जय महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद सरस्वती की जय संसार के सभी श्रेष्ठ महापुरुषों की जय संसार की सभी विदुषी नारियों की जय आज के आनंद की जय आज के यजमान की जय आर्य समाज अमर रहे वेद की ज्योति जलती रहे ओम का झंडा ऊंचा रहे वैदिक ध्वनि वैदिक अभिवादन सबको सादर नमस्ते।
Thank you all. Thank you, Richaksha and Anushra. Thank you, Havishkrut. We came to the end of the session today, the Sunday services. And please remember, one more time, I'm reminding the coming Saturday, we are doing the big Havan for the